This is Mark with ARAC Roof It Forward, beginning my roof inspection at 1124 Drewsbury Court. This is an older basic 3-tab shingle. Just did a roundabout inspection and found some wind and hail. Also the gutters are really clogged, and you can see they're starting to rust out, so that's an issue we may need to look at down the road. Let's see. Coming up by the front porch, I'm marked lightly with chalk that you can see there's a W for wind damage. This shingle has been creased at the top, and that is a wind damaged shingle. So it hasn't come off yet, but it's hanging on. Here on this edge you'll see some more wind damaged shingles. This one, the crease line is very distinct, and you can see it's almost broken there and there. Coming up this front slope, there's also some hail on here, possibly from this past spring. Marks it's like an apple on a bruise. It's as big as my thumb, that one, and one here that hit in between. So finding those. Coming up towards the top, I'm going to hang out in this valley where it's a little safer. Looks like there may have been a tree branch come down over here, or maybe you had some cut. You can see where it's rubbed the roof here in this area. Rubbed it pretty good, and it doesn't look like it punched a hole, but it put some pretty good scrapes on this roof. You can see areas of just the granules are starting to come off at a more accelerated rate on this roof. Coming up to the back, chimney looks in pretty decent shape. There's some wood rot. You can see here that's pretty squishy, and that's a pretty decent sized hole. The rest of the trim looks okay. Starting to get a little bit of rot down there on the bottom. It's where we often see it. Pipe boots, rubber seal is intact, not dry rotted and cracked yet. There are exposed nails, which is a no-no. These need to be caulked, or the nail head will just rust off and leave a hole. There's another area that's had some scraping. Could be mechanical. Not the best install I've ever seen. There's some crooked rows. Solar power attic fan, nice. These furnace caps look okay. Again, the exposed nail heads need to be caulked. Here's another wind damaged shingle. This one's pretty obvious. It's just hanging on. Another pipe boot that looks okay. Again, exposed nails, not good. A little bit more wind damage coming up this way. This one's not as bad, but the crease line is there. And now I'm back up towards the front where I started. So I'm going to wrap it up. Again, this is Mark with Roof It Forward, and we'll see you on the ground.